All right, I do believe that we are ready for New Super Mario Bros. 2, any percent being run by GhostT. Welcome to the stream, Ghost.
Thank you so much for having me, Oasis. All right. I guess we're ready to go, but I guess I'll introduce myself. Hello everyone. My name is Ghost TSR, and I am going to be your runner today. So, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is the third installment in the New Super Mario Bros. Series. Probably one of my favorite childhood games. I used to play this a lot when I was 10 years old. Those 8-hour car rides were nothing compared to like the game I'm playing right now. So, before we start the run, I would like to introduce the commentators really quickly. So, please go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm sorry, underscore 100, and I've ran some of the other New Super Mario Bros. Games at a pretty high level, and I'm here commentating with Picasa.
Hello. I also an NSMB2 runner, and I have run all the NSMB games. So yeah.
Awesome. Really quickly before the run starts, I do want to clarify something really quickly. So, I noticed that in the chat from some people, we are noticing that I have 9 million coins. That might look like really weird, but in this game, after every tower and castle prompt, you will be awarded like a text box that says here there's this many coins. So we have maxed out the coin counter on like this file to make sure those don't appear. So that automatically like saves 6 seconds throughout the run. But yeah, overall, that's all I gotta explain. But yeah, let's get started. Time is going to start as soon as I make the first frame input on the overworld menu. So I'm going to quickly count down and we'll be heading right then. So let us go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, so the very, very first thing you might notice is that there is no intro cutscene. So normally when you start a new file, you have to watch the intro cutscene. But the timing of the game that the speedrunners decided was to do it after the intro cutscene, so you don't have to watch it. And after the intro, the game makes an autosave that he's loading from, so he doesn't have to watch the intro, and he starts to run after it. 1-1 here is basically just you just go. I mean, there's nothing crazy to say here. As long as he
you
doesn't.
dodge the null blocks because they can slow you.
Yeah, that's really it. And those are you kind of just jump over that. You'll notice there he grabbed the flagpole. So in basically almost every other NSMB game, where you grab the flagpole doesn't really matter. But in this game, you want to grab it about 3/4 the way up. Because there's like the points on the flagpole have to scroll, and the flag itself also has to move. And grabbing the flag at that point, it basically gives you the most optimal balance of the two that saves the most time.
That one too is also going straight right.
Yeah,
Nothing
the
too crazy.
The early game of this is very, very simple. Not
Yeah.
really all that much to say. It's just kind of you just go. But it'll get a lot more interesting. Mainly in one tower, which is the level after this one, or after the one. There's one more level in that level. So yeah.
And also we don't need to grab any power ups for World 1. We'll grab
Yeah.
someone later.
So yeah, there's 1-2. He'll be getting a power up pretty soon. Because so in this game, and basically every other New Super Mario Bros. Game as well, there's these tower levels that are about halfway through the world, and they are always vertical levels. And it's much faster to just fly up instead of having to do a bunch of jumps and wall jumps to climb the level. So you'll see him using the Tanuki power up, which is like what was one like the big things about this game was that they brought back the Tanuki power up. So you'll be seeing him use that very extensively in those levels.
Yeah, exactly.
This level
We
though
don't need it for 1T because 1T is a lot of platforms and also you have to reach one cycle, so it's not very optimal.
yeah, there's gonna be a cycle in the next level.
Yes.
So yeah, coming up with one tower. This is like definitely the first very difficult part of the run. There's a cycle like we were talking about. And this level has a secret exit. Like basically every other one tower, and or I guess not like in the previous two games, New Super Mario Bros. And New Super Mario Bros. Wii, or not New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but in New Super Mario Bros. My bad. there's a secret exit from one tower that lets you go to World 5. And from World 5, you can then take or not World 5. I'm getting my games mixed up here. It takes you a secret exit to the cannon, which you can then use to skip ahead through the game.
Yes, it's
So you also
a
take that.
common thing in the NSMB games. There are cannons which warp you to later worlds.
Yeah.
In this game, the cannons are a bit different from the other games.
Yeah. In the previous two games, you just enter the level and then you walk into the cannon, you crouch into it, and then you get blasted off. But in this game, they actually made the cannons a level. And in this first cannon here, he's going to be trying to get a power up by getting the red coins. So it's not too easy. He can mess it up, but hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah, hope not. Also, in this game, the cannons lead you to secret worlds, the world mushroom and fire flower. So it's not like you are not you are skipping worlds, but you are going to different levels than usual, than the normal route.
Yeah, because in basically all the other games, it'd be you go from World 1 to World 5, and then in the DS and Wii, you go from World 5 to World 8, and then in Mario and Luigi, you go to World 7 and then World 8. In this game, though, there's like these bonus worlds, Mushroom and Flower, which he'll be going through. And there he got the power up nicely done.
We get the gold flower. We need a gold flower for the last level. And
Yeah.
the only ways to get a gold flower and keep it on the inventory are with the cannon levels. You can get the red coins in the other cannon levels, but they are a lot harder, so it's not recommended.
Yeah, it is a backup though if he does need to use it. So this level is a very simple level. You do have to get a star there, but aside from that, it's kind of just he's gonna be running through it. Not really all that much to say about these
You
other
need
levels here.
getting stars is always optimal because, as you can see, Mario runs a lot faster with them.
Yeah, and it doesn't take too long to get it. So yeah, here's a underwater level. So this is the first of a few auto scrollers in this game. Not really much anything you can do to speed up until the very end. So you're gonna kind of just see him, just not trying to get hit or die and equip the power up right here.
Yeah,
Something
we
I
actually
will be doing that you might not be noticing as well is I'm going to be collecting a lot of coins. That is to increase the score tab in the bottom corner. So something about like the score tab is that after you get 200,000 points, you unlock something called the gold block, and this allows you to like activate a block and get like a bunch of coins from it. But the thing is, we don't want that to occur, but we want that to be gone, so we're activating it like as soon as possible so that we can remove it. But the gold block in this game is actually kind of useful. It acts as another sort of like damage reduction. So if you lose the gold block, you don't take damage really in the sense. So we're just trying to spawn it as soon as possible. And we're also going to get a backup gold flower here, so it's going to be a little annoying. So I'm going to set myself up correctly. Let's hope this goes well.
Ridic Nomad actually
Very
has a
nice.
question for you. Does it not save time to jump on the pole lower? Is the question.
So, yeah.
No, it does not.
Like I explained earlier, this game you want to jump on it about 3/4 the way up because the time, like the point total, like after you touch the flagpole, there's like a point total on it that scrolls up, and then also the flag has to go down. And by grabbing it at 3/4, you basically get the optimal combination of the two. So yeah, this
Yeah,
is like really.
we are coming here where the gold block is useful in this level. We are going to kill an urchin off screen by shooting fireballs to the wall, so that pipe is not blocked by the urchin, and we can access it quicker.
Yeah, so that's really where most of the time saving this level comes from, is just not getting hit and doing that. So yeah, nicely done there. So now he's gonna have a fire flower because after you beat a level with a gold flower, you get a fire flower. So now we're coming up to the first boo house here. So normally in the New Super Mario Bros. Games, these boo houses are like basically supposed to be puzzle levels where you have to go through like a maze and find where to go. Right here, he's gonna go to the left. That's a tiny bit faster than going to the right.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
0.1 faster or something.
yeah, it's really small, but it's time save that he's gonna take. So, oh, and
Oh,
he missed the
never
jump
mind.
there.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's like the one level that I'm happy that we lost the fire flower ring.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
fire
not that
flower
big
is
of a
not
deal.
that useful.
yeah, it's not useful after this point, so run's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, not that much of a loss. So one
No.
thing you're gonna notice is that he's actually not opening the doors as soon as he possibly can. So when you open the door, if you're not near the middle of it, Mario will actually walk all the way to the middle, which is way slower than his running speed. So he's gonna open the doors like kinda in the middle. There's like a little imagine you can basically imagine a rectangle that if he enters the door in the rectangle, he will enter the door like as you saw there. He didn't have to walk at all. He just walked straight into it. And if he hits that, it's optimal. If he's go too early or too late, he will we call those IL and RTA doors, and the IL door is when he walks really slowly. But he doesn't want to do that. He's gonna try to get RTA doors, and you saw him get those there. So here
And
is
time for
Mushroom B.
another auto scroller.
So yeah, another auto scroller. Having a little trouble there, but he's fine.
Yeah, ideally with the fire flower, you can just throw a fireball to get rid of the Koopa Troopas, but since I didn't have it, we had to improvise, which is perfectly fine.
So now
But
you're
yeah,
gonna
this
use
is just an auto schooler.
the Tanuki
And we
suit.
get the
So
Tanuki Leaf.
yeah, so this power up is it's kind of like it basically if you ever watch New Super Mario Bros. Games, the general theme is you get one power up and then you run through the game with most of the game with it. For example, Mario Wii, it's the propeller mushroom. In Mario U and Luigi U, it's the acorn suit. And then for this game, you're gonna be seeing this power up a lot just because of how useful the movement is. And getting it in this level doesn't really lose any time because it's an auto score, so you have to wait anyway.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, definitely. The rest of this is just an auto scroller, so yeah, go ahead.
Heck yeah. We have a very generous $200 donation from Mackie towards the Wear the Realm costume. Incidentally, that also completes that incentive. We will have that when we do FF14 later on.
Awesome.
Saying, thank you so much for what you are doing. Keep being you. Trans rights are human rights. Let's get this counter to 20K.
So yeah, similar to the last auto scroller, you can't really do much to speed it up until the very end. So he's gonna be kind of just waiting around here.
Yes, at the
Well,
very
if
end,
we
try
have time, we
to-
also have a couple other things we could discuss.
Yeah, go ahead.
We also still have the Dr. Mario Music Bid War incentive that is still open. That game is coming up next. That is to decide the music that will be playing for the run. That is Fever versus Chill. It is still anybody's game. Chill is currently in the lead, but that could change at any time. We also recently opened the incentive for the Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble bonus game that will be showing up later on. That'll be our second to last game of the day, so that'll be in about 8 hours. And the target amount on that is $1,000. So if we would like to see that bonus game, let's put our donation money towards that incentive.
All right, so as you saw there, he kind of flew into the pipe off screen. And yeah, that's Mushroom B.
I just wanted to
now-
clarify as well. You might not be noticing me do it, but I did get a wall kick there. It is a little faster in some cases where you're not able to move fast right off the bat to do a wall kick in some places. Like for example, in Mushroom Dash 2, I did a pipe kick just to gain a lot more speed, and it does save a bit of time.
Yeah,
And
so
also
right
in this
there,
level, we remove the gold block so that it doesn't spawn in the next world, and we save that animation.
yeah. So this level is just gonna be trying not to get hit. Doesn't have to worry about the red coins because you got them in the first cannon. Not too much to say here. Other than this is just it's just a cannon level. That's really all there is to it. But now we have World Flower. So in World Flower, it's gonna be the same thing as World Mushroom. Try to get to the cannon and then take the cannon.
And
So
there is only
here's
2 levels.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So here's Flower 1. This level is not too much to say about this level. It's just a pretty standard level until the end where he's gonna be taking a ride to the secret exit. And you kind of have to wait for that. So he'll have like it won't be that much. So right there, crouch under the
Sure.
Koopa, and so he just has to wait for this, which it won't take that long, but not much you can do to speed it up.
Oh well, really well executed level.
Yeah,
Let's
that was
see
good.
what IGT I get. Awesome. Yeah, so 359, just a few frames faster would be a 360. Ideally, that's like the best IGT I've gotten, so very nice. Very good stuff.
Yeah, so now he's gonna be playing this level right here.
And this level introduces one of the techniques used with Tanuki shoot.
Yeah,
When
so
you fly with Tanuki, you go like really slowly by default. But if you do spins, as you can see, while flying, you can keep your running speed. And it's really useful to fly across huge gaps as at one
Yeah,
and with
so ideally
that
dash
short one.
flying, the technique I just did there allows you to like maintain your horizontal speed with Tanuki because after you like build up P speed and try and fly, if you just try to fly regularly, you would gain a lot of vertical height, but your horizontal height would just like flatline completely. So we do that technique just to maintain speed. You'll see it a lot more in upcoming levels as well. It's a really important technique. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this second section is also an auto scroller. Nothing we can do because the camera moves automatically. Not like in
So
the
yeah,
first
if you
one.
got any more things to say, go ahead. This is
Indeed.
perfect timing.
If you are just joining us, you are watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024 in support of Trans Lifeline. We are proud to be raising money for Trans Lifeline for the fifth consecutive year. Founded in 2014, Trans Lifeline is a crisis and peer support hotline run by trans people for trans and questioning callers. Calls to Trans Lifeline are fully anonymous, confidential, and use informed consent when connecting to resources outside the hotline. Operating in both the US and Canada, Trans Lifeline needs our help to meet the ongoing demand for their services, and we hope you consider joining us in supporting their life-saving work by using the command !donate in chat. For more information, please visit translifeline.org.
Awesome.
all right,
Yeah, I
so
just want to
here's
mention that Flower Dash 8 was essentially perfect. I got a 399 pipe. That is probably the best IGT you can get in that level. So that was a very well executed
I saw
level.
your surprise face.
yeah, that was good. So here's the last cam level we'll be seeing in the run, and if he had not had a gold flower in his inventory, he probably would have gotten the red coin ring here. But since he has it, he can just not worry about it and just go to the level.
All right. We are into World 6. This is the final world of the game. 10 more minutes, and we should be done with the run, hopefully. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's been
so
going very nicely. So 6-1's here.
yeah, so for basically all the other games, the last world is World 8, but in this game, because of the bonus worlds, it's actually World 6. And it's basically the same thing. He's just gonna be. This level is very simple. He's just gonna be running
It was
through
the
it.
straightforward one, and at the end you do the dash flying to escape the ending blocks. You have to
Yeah.
wait for the blocks to spawn, and you can just keep it with dash flying.
Yeah. So very simple level. Dash flying, as we said earlier, it's used a lot more after that point. Before then, we didn't really have the Tanuki leaf to really be using it. So here is another Boo House.
Boo House.
This one is kind of like the other one where we're gonna be just it's basically just memorizing where to go and then following the set pattern.
Yeah, and there is also a strat in the not in the last room but in the previous one. There is a we have to hit a switch, but the switch is protected by a boo, so you have to lure the boo while moving forward in order to so the boo moves and we can hit the switch here. You can see we used to use dash flying and it goes perfectly.
Yeah, so
I
right
was about to
there,
hit the boo there. Thankfully, it didn't.
right there, if you saw, he when he entered the door, Mario actually walked a tiny bit before entering it. That's an IL door. It loses a little bit of time. The reason why it's called IL door is because it actually is faster in game time because it pauses. So when you get an IL door, your in game time kind of becomes inflated a little bit, but it's very very minor.
Also, that was a very good Ghost House. 458 is ideally like what I'd be getting in runs, so or above average in runs. So that was a nice level.
Yeah.
This
Here's another level here. So before, he's gonna be grabbing a star in this level because you run faster with the star. Even though it takes a little bit of time to actually get the star.
yeah, this part is like out of the way, but since you run a lot of faster, it becomes like point 0.5 faster or point something faster. Not that much faster, but it is.
Yeah,
All right.
so nicely done. Yeah, so another pretty straightforward level. A lot of this game is just raw execution. Some of them, some levels have cool strats in it, but a lot of it's just not messing up and running.
And time for one of the hardest levels in the game, 6 towers.
Yeah,
We
so
here we're going to use the gold block at the beginning, right here, to skip the beginning platforms. And this level, the first section is basically path platforming, and here we're going to get the P speed to fly and skip the second half of the level, which is not a scroller. And here we are going to tail the fire burner. So
Also, I was really close to
uh,
hitting those burners
and
there.
yeah,
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
I took that way too risky.
All right, so this
You see
fight
how hard
has
it is
some
in those burners?
this fight has some RNG right here. If he gets unlucky, he'll lose a little bit of time. It does not look like he did though, or maybe. So yeah,
Yeah, the
there.
second one threw the fireball this time, so thankfully I was able to avoid it.
Yeah, so he didn't get hit. That's what's most important. So now, we're coming up on the final stretch here. Here's another level in World 6, like we've been doing. So 6-4, pretty straightforward level. Not too much to say.
yeah, this level, the first section is also platforming, and at the end we are going to use that flying again.
Yeah, you notice that a lot of these straightforward levels, you want to dash fly over everything because it's just a lot easier than having to deal with it. Like riding that
But
platform is obviously really slow.
there are too many autoscrollers in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot. So now there's gonna be one more level and then the
Yes.
final boss fight or the final level. My bad. Another very very simple level. He's gonna be basically jumping over fireballs that statues are gonna be shooting. And you'll see him do a little cool thing where he's gonna be basically tail swiping when he jumps off these like rotating platforms, and that's actually gives him like a little boost. So you're gonna see him doing it a lot here.
And I'm gonna triple jump over these fireballs here, just really quickly like that.
Yeah.
And
Awesome, that was a 368. That's ideally like the best IG get. Overall, this run has been really solid, except for a mishap in Mushroom Ghost House. If I got that, this would have been an insane run for me. So yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
So now we're on to the last level, which is definitely the hardest one. So right off the bat, there's a cycle that he might try to do. It's very, very difficult to make, and if you don't make it, you might end up getting hit. So we'll see. He
and
is gonna try to clip through a burner, and now let him make a little faster cycle if he has good movement. It's pretty hard though, so there's a good chance that he does not get it.
there
He
you
got the
go.
clip.
Okay, and now time for the
And
cycle. No,
so
not the
yeah,
cycle.
he didn't make that cycle. So yeah, if you're fast enough, you can make it past that burner right there, and his head's a little bit, but it's pretty hard, and it's
obviously got
not
the clip
worth.
though to showcase it off.
Yeah, that's the most impressive part. So here he's gonna be gaining P speed. We didn't really talk about it, but like in Mario 3, in order to fly, You have to have P speed, and the way you build that is by running on the ground. So you had to build it there to avoid that snake block. So here he's gonna be doing a little turn back. That's just gonna make this cycle a lot nicer here with when they do this little like flash thing when they flash the screen. That way he's like behind the walls. And yeah, so here he's doing a triple jump and then going neutral. If you notice, he's going really, really, really fast. If you triple jump and then go neutral there, you'll keep the high speed you get from the conveyor belt. So now here's the end of the run. He's gonna be equipping the gold flower he got in one cannon. And this boss fight is gonna be mostly an auto scroller, except for the very end, and also like the transitions between different parts, which you'll see. This Bowser fight right here is really, 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 really hard, and if he messes up here,
Oh,
it'd be very unfortunate. Let's hope he doesn't mess up. Oh, good job.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, you can just
damn.
shoot him with that. Yeah, so
Thank
here's
you.
the ending of the run is going to be an auto scroller with some parts that's not like get to the very top of the screen to advance it faster, and then the very end is going to press the button. The way you can use the visual key you can use for when to stop the timer is when the score increments by a lot, because when you press the button, you'll get a lot more points than any of the coins. So once you see the score jump up by more than a couple, that's how you'll know that the run's over.
Yeah, and these are really important sections. So the first part, I'm going to try and get up to catch a faster cycle. If I miss this, I'm going to be losing 5 seconds. So let's just hope that it doesn't happen. But yeah, let's hope. But yeah, I mean, this is the end of the run. I got some shout outs to give after the section. So after this is done, I will give some shout outs. But yeah, that's all I got to say. But thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to Fastest First this week. I hope you guys continue raising money. And yeah, shouts to the trans community. That's all I got to say. Coolest people I have ever known. My life has definitely become a lot better thanks to the trans community. So yeah, shouts. All right. Yeah. And I want to give shouts to my commentator, Sorry Picasso. They did a great job with commentating and letting me focus. So yeah, they did an amazing job. And if you guys want to learn more about NSB 2, I mean, I stream on twitch.tv/GhostTSR daily. And if you want to ask me questions about this game, I am more than happy to answer them. But yeah, Sorry Picasso, do you got any shout outs to give?
Nah, not really.
Either.
But I'm happy with how this run has went. Like you said, except for that one mistake in Boo House, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and even with that, it's
All right.
really good.
Let's see if I can actually get a 1x because my BBT right now is at 2618, and that only lost me a second, or a second and a half. So let's see if I can clutch it out. All right, final stretch. So time's gonna be coming up. Sorry, make sure you let Tech know when time ends. But yeah,
It's gonna be when the score does a big jump. I believe it's 8,000 points is the button.
Yep.
Yeah, so once the score increases by 8,000. Now,
Very nice, GG. So
GG.
final time on my end was a 2620.
yeah,
But
that's
on the Castle's first end, it was a 2623. So I assume that the timer got started a little early. But other than that, that was a great run. Yeah, that was very well executed. I think that's the best marathon run I've ever done of this game. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I showed off this game earlier this year twice. I showed it off once at the GDQ Hotfix, and I also showed it off at Aquathon as well. So yeah, otherwise that was a very well executed run for me. If that didn't happen, this would have been easy 1x and I would have been happier with this showcase. But overall, I got everything I wanted to show off. I got the really hard stuff and some cool stuff here and there. But yeah, thank you so much. And just before I leave, I want to advertise as well, since this is okay, from the Fastest First staff. I am hosting submissions for Aquathon. Aquathon's a event that I host as well. We're going to be raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And otherwise, if you guys are interested or have ran in ran at Fastest Furs and would like to submit for Aquathon, it would really be appreciated if you just go to the Oangus website, just scroll down and you see Aquathon 2025, you're able to submit. But yeah, any submissions help out the marathon itself. But yeah, thank you so much again, and good luck to the future runners of this marathon. Great job, guys. Great job. That's all I
Thank you
got.
so much for joining us.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
All right. So everybody, if you are just joining us, we are thrilled to once again partner with Timberwolf Trading to bring our Fall Fest 2024 marathon shirts to you. Use the command !merch in chat to browse our new Fall Fest 2024 designs from Sky Blue Arts, Flux, Rotom, Fizzy J, and Autumn Wyvern. $5 from each shirt purchased will be donated directly to Trans Lifeline. They will only be available until the end of the event, which is rapidly approaching, so don't miss out on your chance to pick up one today. You can also check out the entire Timberwolf Trading store online at timberwolftrading.ca, where you can order your own custom stickers, shirts, laser engravings, and more from this furry-owned business. We do have upcoming, next is Dr. Mario 0 to 20, being run by Ramsey Fox. There is a music bid war that is still open for that for our incentive, but for now we are going to see an art showcase of Fire Mario PB by JD. Let's enjoy. All right, everybody, you are watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024 in support of Trans Lifeline. The mission of Trans Lifeline is to connect trans people to the community support and resources that they need to survive and thrive. They envision a world where trans people have the connection, economic security, and care that everyone needs and deserves, free of police, emergency responders, and prisons that disproportionately inflict violence and mistreatment on trans individuals. Since 2014, Trans Lifeline operators have answered over 100,000 calls from their peers, and we fully support the mission of Trans Lifeline to help and empower trans people through the power of community and shared lived experience. To learn more, please visit translifeline.org. And again, as a quick reminder, we do have Dr. Mario coming up next. There is still that music bid war incentive that is opening. We can pick the music for the game that we would like to hear. Our options are Fever or Chill. Team Fever and Team Chill have shown up a few times in chat here. It is still anybody's game. Anybody could take it at this point. So if you would like, you can put your donation towards that incentive and get your music in the game. Currently, Chill is in the lead, but Fever could overtake. Yoshi Chief has the right idea. Can we get some trans rights in chat? Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Also, I'd like to remind us about our prizes. Thanks to the incredible generosity of our Fastest First community, we are thrilled to offer a different assortment of prizes, as well as a unique grand prize for each day throughout the event. During our stream, we'll automatically qualify you to win our weekend grand prize, a 512GB LCD Steam Deck, donated by Sonic Mega. Additional prizes are available as well if you make a single donation of at least $25. For a full list of the prizes available each day, use the command !prizes in chat. Additionally, if you are at all interested in Team Fastest Furs as a group, as speedrunning, if you speedrun games yourself, or even if you just like supporting those who do, Team Fastest Furs is a community of furry speedrunners that is welcoming and open to all. We currently host 2 charity speedrun marathons per year in the spring and fall, and support ongoing community events throughout the year, such as our Fastest Furs Community Showcase series. Whether you are an active speedrunner or just someone who is curious about the hobby or our events, you can join us on Discord by using the command !Discord in chat. It is a great group of people. We will be happy to have you. Please join us and hang out with us. Yes, Yoshi, submit something. We would love to have you for a showcase. All right, we are rapidly closing in on Dr. Mario. So if we have any last-minute donations towards that music bid war, now is the time to make them. Get those donations in if you have a music track that you would like represented for our time with Dr. Mario. Yes, and also there is an ongoing donation incentive for Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, a bonus game that will be coming up later on this evening. Let's see, we are about 8 hours out from that. 8 hours and 30 minutes. Wait, nope, sorry. I was right the first time. 8 hours. I misread. We are about 8 hours out from that, so we do have time, but that is a $1,000 incentive. So let's get the money towards that so that we can see that bonus game.